Have you ever looked in the mirror, caught your own reflection by surprise, and thought, when did I start looking like this? Maybe it was the first time you noticed your neck skin looking softer and looser than your face. Maybe it was your hands, the veins more visible, the skin thinner, making you think, my mother's hands. Maybe it was a change in your walk, a little shuffle you never had before, or needing the railing on the stairs when you used to glide up without thinking. Often, it is not just one thing, but a collection of small changes that suddenly add up to a very loud message. I am getting older. For many women, especially after 55 or 60, this can feel deeply personal. You may still feel young inside, full of ideas, humor, memories, and opinions, but the body sends different messages. In the mirror, in photos, in the way clothes fit, in how long it takes to recover after a busy day. And because our culture still praises youth, especially in women, it is easy to hear those changes as criticism. You are less now. You are fading. You don't matter as much. On top of that, everyone around you seems to focus on the surface signs: wrinkles, gray hair, sagging skin. Advertisements shout at you about creams, procedures, injections, lifts, all promising to erase age from your face while quietly ignoring your heart, your bones, your muscles, your brain. You can end up feeling like your worth depends on whether you can hide your age, instead of understanding what your body is actually trying to tell you about your true, inner age. Here is the honest and hopeful truth. Your chronological age, the number on your birthday cake, is not always the same as your true age inside. Your biological age, the way your body is actually functioning. Two women can both be 70. One might move, think, and recover like someone 10 or 15 years younger, while another may be showing signs of aging that are moving faster than the calendar. The goal is not to chase youth, but to understand what your body's changes are saying so you can respond wisely instead of ignoring them or hating yourself for them. Some signs of aging in older women are mostly cosmetic and harmless. They might bother you when you look in the mirror, but they do not say much about your health. Other signs are like flashing warning lights on a car dashboard, not to scare you, but to say, pay attention here. This is telling you something important about your heart, your muscles, your bones, your brain, your hormones. When you know the difference, you can stop panicking over every fine line and start noticing the deeper patterns that reveal your true age and where you might need extra care. Maybe you have already noticed changes that nobody explained clearly. You stand up from a chair and feel just a bit unsteady for a second. You walk with friends and realize you are half a step behind. Your skin seems to bruise more easily than it used to. Your waistline feels thicker even if your weight has not changed. Your energy dips earlier in the day. Your memory is mostly fine, but you feel foggy when you do not sleep well. These may feel like random annoyances, but often they are connected, and together they paint a picture of how your body is aging on the inside. If you are in your 60 seconds, 70 seconds, or 80 seconds, you might be asking yourself right now, what signs should I really pay attention to, beyond just wrinkles and gray hair? How do I know if my body is aging normally for my age, or if it is aging faster than it should? Are there changes that are quietly telling me to take action, not with panic, but with seriousness and respect for my future self? Those are not vain questions. They are wise ones. They mean you still care about your health, your independence, your ability to think clearly, move confidently, and show up fully for the people you love. You are not trying to be 30 again. You are trying to be the strongest, healthiest version of your true age, whatever that number may be. This video is not about shaming older women or pretending you can stop aging. Aging is not a failure. It is a privilege many never get. This video is about awareness, about 4 important signs of aging in older women that go beyond just crow's feet and laugh lines. Signs that can reveal whether your body is aging gently or being pushed harder than it should be. Some of these signs you will see in the mirror, others you will feel in your muscles, your posture, your walking speed, your daily strength. Others you may notice in subtle changes to your skin, your shape, your energy, and your recovery after stress or illness. We are going to talk about 4 key changes: what they look like, what they often mean about your true age, and how you can respond. Not with panic, not with extreme, expensive procedures, but with practical steps and better conversations with your doctor, so you are not caught off guard by changes that were quietly whispering to you for years. By the end of this video, you will have a clearer idea of which signs on your body matter most, which ones are mainly cosmetic, and which ones might be early warnings about bone strength, muscle loss, circulation, or metabolic health. You will understand why certain changes in your face, your neck, your hands, your posture, your walking speed, and your midsection are not just vanity issues, but information about how your body is really doing underneath. And you will be better equipped to say, "I see this change, I understand what it might mean, and I am going to respond, not ignore it or hate myself for it." And stay with me until the very end, because sign number 3 is one that many older women dismiss as just getting thicker around the middle. But it is actually one of the most powerful clues about your true age on the inside and your future risk for serious health problems. Understanding that one sign alone can change the way you see your body in the mirror for the rest of your life. Now, let us get started. Number 1, the way you walk, stand, and move is quietly changing. One of the most powerful signs of true age in an older woman is not her wrinkles, it is her movement. Think about how you walk now compared to 10 or 20 years ago. Do you move with a steady, confident stride? Or do you notice a smaller step, a slight shuffle, a pause before you stand, a need to grab the arm of a chair or a table for balance? Maybe you used to pop up from the couch without thinking, and now you find yourself rocking a little to get momentum. Maybe stairs used to be nothing, and now you hold the railing and take them more slowly. These are not just annoyances, they are information. Your walking speed, your ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands, your posture when you stand and walk, all tell a story about your muscles, your balance, your bones, and your nervous system. When your shoulders round forward, your head juts out, your steps get shorter. Your true age inside may be moving faster than the calendar if nothing is done. Doctors sometimes say that how quickly an older woman walks and how easily she rises from a chair can predict her future independence better than almost anything on a lab test. This is not about judging yourself harshly. It is about noticing, if you see that you are slowing down, that you avoid walking distances you would have handled easily before, that you need to hold onto furniture often. Your body is not insulting you. It is asking for help, more strength work, more balance practice, more attention to your shoes, your environment, your exercise routine. Ignoring these changes, because that is just aging, lets your true age climb even faster than it needs to. Seeing them and gently responding, within what is safe for your health, can help you move closer to the younger end of what your age could look like. Number 2, your skin and hands are telling you about more than vanity. Every woman knows that skin changes with age, but certain changes are not just cosmetic, they are clues. You may notice that the skin on your face and neck is thinner, drier, less elastic, that your hands show more veins and tendons, that small bumps and spots appear more easily, that you bruise with what feels like the slightest bump. You might see a different texture on your chest and arms than you had in your 40s, more creping, more sun damage. Some of this is simply the story of a life lived, years of sun, hormones shifting after menopause, less collagen, less oil production. But your skin and hands are also part of your circulation and your connective tissue. When they change quickly, it can be a sign that your body's repair systems are slowing down more than we would expect for your age, or that your lifestyle, medications, sun exposure, smoking history, or chronic conditions are putting extra pressure on those systems. Looking at your hands, especially, can be eye-opening. Do they look much older than your face, or about the same? Does the skin tear or bruise easily, Are there changes in color, temperature, sores that heal slowly? These details can be quiet messages about your blood vessels, your nutrition, your overall resilience. Again, this is not a reason to panic about every spot, but a reason to bring new or sudden changes to your doctor and to see your skin as an organ, not just a surface to cover with makeup or cream. Protecting it from further sun, keeping it moisturized, staying hydrated within your medical limits, and caring for your circulation can all support a truer age that is kinder to you. If you are still listening, comment the number 2 below so we know you are here. And if these conversations matter to you, consider subscribing so we can keep creating calm, respectful videos for older women and their families. Now, let us move forward. Number 3. Your waistline and body shape are shifting in ways that reveal your inner age. This is the sign many women shrug off as, "I am just getting thicker around the middle." But it is one of the loudest clues about true age. You may notice that even if the scale has not changed much, your weight sits differently. More softness around the waist, a rounder belly, less definition between your ribs and hips, pants tighter at the waistband, while your arms or legs may even look thinner. This pattern of more fat deep in the belly and less muscle in the limbs is not just about appearance. It is about metabolism, hormones, and muscle loss. After menopause, falling estrogen, changes in insulin sensitivity, and a natural decline in muscle mass make it easier for the body to store fat around the organs, rather than on the hips and thighs. That central fat, especially the kind you cannot pinch easily because it is deeper, is strongly linked to higher risks of diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and certain types of dementia. At the same time, losing muscle in your thighs, hips, and core makes it harder to stand up, climb stairs, and protect your joints. Together, more belly fat and less muscle act like a fast-forward button on your inner age, even if your face still looks relatively young. This does not mean you must become skinny to be healthy, or that your worth is tied to a flat stomach, but it does mean that paying attention to your waist, your strength, and your muscle mass is one of the most powerful ways to influence your true age. Gentle strength training that is safe for your heart and bones, daily movement, paying attention to sugars and refined carbs, discussing any sudden body shape changes with your doctor. These are not about swimsuit season. They are about keeping your inner age as young and protective as possible. Number 4. The speed at which you recover, physically and emotionally, is changing. Another sign many women overlook is how long it takes them to bounce back from a bad night's sleep, from a busy weekend, from an illness, from stress. In your 30 seconds and 40 seconds, you might have been able to stay up late, have a long day on your feet, catch a cold, or go through a stressful week and feel mostly normal again after a day or two. In your 60 seconds and 70 seconds, you may notice that the same kinds of events now take longer to recover from. One late night leaves you off balance for several days, a minor illness lingers, a stressful argument stays in your body as tension, headaches, or fatigue. Your recovery speed is a window into your resilience, your nervous system, your immune system, and your overall reserves. When you notice that everything takes more out of you and gives less back, your true age may be calling out, saying, "I need more support, more rest, more consistent routines." Maybe a checkup to rule out underlying issues like anemia, thyroid problems, heart issues, or sleep disorders. Ignoring this sign and pushing yourself like you used to can drive your inner age up quickly. Listening to it and adjusting your expectations, schedule, self-care, and medical follow-up can help slow that process. When you put these 4 signs together, how you move, how your skin and hands are changing, how your body is storing weight and losing muscle, and how quickly you recover, you get a much richer picture of your true age than any single wrinkle could ever give you. The goal is not to be frightened by these signs, but to see them as messages, invitations to care for yourself in a way that honors the woman you have been, the woman you are now, and the woman you still want to be in the years ahead. Final thoughts. We have just taken a calm, honest look at 4 signs of aging in older women that go much deeper than wrinkles in the mirror. The way you walk, stand and move, the quiet messages in your skin and hands, the shift in your waistline and body shape, and the speed at which you recover from stress, busy days, and illness. None of these signs are here to shame you. They are not a verdict that you have failed at staying young. They are information. They are like letters from your body saying, "Here is how I am really doing." Beyond makeup, hair dye, and clever clothes. You can choose to throw those letters away and pretend you never saw them, or you can open them, read them, and respond with wisdom. If you recognized yourself in any of these changes, pause and notice what your mind did. Did it say, "See, I am falling apart. What is the point?" Or did it say, "Ah, that explains what I have been feeling. Maybe I can do something about this"? Those 2 responses lead down very different roads. The first one speeds up your inner age. The second one slows it down. Your movement tells a story, not to criticize, but to guide. If you find that standing up from a chair is harder, that your steps are shorter, that you reach for furniture more often, that is not a sign to give up. It is a sign to ask, what can I safely do to strengthen my legs, my balance, my core, even in small ways? Chair exercises, short walks, physical therapy, balance practice at the kitchen counter. You do not have to train like an athlete. You just have to send your body the message, we are still using these muscles. We are still practicing this balance. Your skin and hands are not just betraying your age, they are reflecting your history and your current care. If they bruise easily, heal slowly, or show sudden changes, that is not a reason to hide them in shame. It is a reason to mention them to your doctor, to protect them from further sun, to moisturize, to check that your circulation and nutrition are being supported as well as they can be. You are allowed to see your hands and think, I have lived. And at the same time ask, is there anything in my habits or health that is making these changes faster than they need to be? Your waist and body shape are not just about clothes size. A thicker middle with thinner limbs is a quiet warning that your inner chemistry is shifting. Instead of punishing yourself with fad diets or self-hatred, you can respond with consistent, gentle steps. A bit more movement most days. Choosing whole foods over highly processed ones when you can. Keeping an eye on sugars and refined starches. Asking your doctor if it is time to recheck your blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, or medications. You are not trying to look like you are 25. You are trying to give your heart, brain, and blood vessels a fair chance to serve you well in the years you have left. Your recovery speed, too, is not an accusation. It is a gauge. If everything takes more out of you now, that is not failure. It is feedback. It may mean you need more regular sleep, more gentle movement instead of long stretches of sitting, more boundaries around overdoing it for others while neglecting yourself. It might also be a sign that something in your health deserves attention. Thyroid, anemia, heart, lungs, mood, sleep apnea. Telling your doctor, I just do not bounce back the way I used to, is not complaining. It is giving them a crucial clue. None of these signs will be changed by one dramatic week of effort. They respond to small, repeated choices. That is actually good news, because small choices are possible, even when money is tight, even when energy is limited. You can choose to stand up and sit down from a sturdy chair 10 times in a row today. You can choose to put on lotion and gently massage your hands at night. You can choose to walk to the end of the street and back, or even just around the room a bit more often. You can choose water over sugary drinks, vegetables over one of the processed snacks, going to bed half an hour earlier instead of watching one more stressful show. Ask yourself gently, which of these 4 signs is speaking the loudest in my life right now? Is it my slower movement, my more fragile skin, my changing waistline, or my slower recovery? And what is one small step I am willing to take this week in response? Not 10 steps, not a complete life overhaul, just one. Maybe it is calling your doctor for a checkup you have been putting off. Maybe it is doing a short strength exercise while the kettle boils. Maybe it is paying attention to how often you sit versus how often you move in an average day. You cannot control everything about aging, and you do not have to. But you can cooperate with your body instead of fighting it or ignoring it. You can see these signs not as insults, but as invitations to treat yourself with more respect, not less. Thank you for being willing to look at your own aging with this kind of honesty. It takes courage to say, things are changing, and I want to understand what they mean. That courage, more than any cream or procedure, is what will help you age with wisdom, dignity, and as much strength as your situation allows. In the comments below, if you feel comfortable, share which sign surprised you the most: movement, skin and hands, waistline, or recovery, and one small way you might respond to it. Your words may help another woman look at her own reflection with more understanding and less fear. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend, sister, daughter, or mother who is noticing her own changes and wondering what they really mean. Your support helps us keep creating calm, practical senior wisdom so older women can face aging not with denial and despair, but with clear eyes and a gentle, determined heart. Thank you for watching. Treat the signs your body gives you not as enemies, but as guides. And remember, your true age is not just the number you are turning this year, it is what you do with the years you still have.